EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Panthers coming out now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run on first down. It's Mullins. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. It's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Panthers about ready to take over. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hands it off out of the gun. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse.
But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team better moving forward.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. They'll set up to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. He'll look to throw. And that is caught, but he will come. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, good move. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now here's a throw that's complete. On 1st down, Mullins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground with a tight end. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back up.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
2nd and long. He's got room to run past the 20 as he'll take it all the way up to the 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
From From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught.
And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers are most likely looking at a playoff preseason, but they do pick up win number 3 on the year. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Chiefs trying to hold on and claim victory. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they've had their way running the football well over 100 yards already as a team with 2 more quarters to come. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Ooh, with a juke. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mullins. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
1st down, Panthers.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Miami set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Flushed out right. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's come to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now a dump off here complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down, a sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. And out come the Dolphins now. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Dancing to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Panthers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.